Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana and this is my dog Gunner. Today I am going to be talking about nail care for dogs and what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and kind of a horror story about trimming a dog's nails. So, Gunner here, for the longest time, had the normal nail clippers where they're like just a clamp thing where it just grabs onto the nails and then clips them off. He must have had a horrible experience before I rescued him, because when I adopted him, his nails were very, very, very long, and whenever I tried trimming his nails, he would just scream, like literally scream. It wouldn't even be like crying, he would just scream. And I never once trimmed even near his quicks. If you don't know what a quick is, that's the part of the nail that is alive and is very sensitive. But I never once even trimmed near them because I was so scared, because he would just cry all the time and he'd move so much. I'm like, if I trim too far, this is gonna be a mess. So when I was trimming his nails with the clipper, there was really no progress ever happening. And honestly, I was genuinely surprised more people didn't call me out and go, oh my gosh, your dog's nails are so long, that's so bad, because I was really trying my best. And Gunner would not do well at a groomer's, so because of that, I am not taking him to a groomer's. But anyhow, that is not the case that we're talking about. So I myself was able to trim his nails. I took him to the vet and asked them to show me how to trim his nails because I thought I was doing it wrong, and maybe that's why he was screaming. It took me and two other ladies to trim his nails, because with him being at the vet, it was just even more crazy because he loves the vet. So recently I got, it's a Dremel by Paw Control, I believe. And this has been a lifesaver for me because you have so much more control over what is happening with the dog and what you are trimming off. You can get it right up to the quick, and his nails, I say, are half the length of what they were when I first started using it, just maybe a month and a half ago. So this Dremel here has done wonders. When I first started off dremeling his nails, I did it in, like, I didn't get as close to the quicks because I was still learning it, but I did it 3 times a week. And then recently I've been doing it so where I'm getting right up with the quicks, because his nails, you can really see where they are, so I'm able to get super, super close, and the quicks, you can tell, have been going back, which is so awesome, because with us having wood floors now, we used to have all carpeted floors. Oh my goodness, his nails would just click so loudly on the floors, and now they still do sometimes, but not as loudly and not as bad. So it is really good to see that they're getting shorter, and also it is very good to just hear that they're getting shorter, because he can walk and his nails don't always touch the ground, which is very bad for a dog and can cause a lot of problems with their paws when they get older. So obviously Dremels may not work for every single dog, but I will say, if you are thinking about getting a Dremel to trim your dog's nails, I would highly recommend it. And obviously I'm by no means a professional when it comes to trimming dog nails and stuff. They aren't the most beautiful rounded nails, but it is quite easy to do, and just I watched a bunch of videos on how to do it and how to round them off so they look good and they don't hurt the dog or hurt you, and it honestly is not that difficult. Obviously the nails are not perfect, but Gunner, he does not sometimes like the noise that it makes, but he's also not really noise sensitive. But I can just do this and touch it to his nails and he doesn't even care. And his feet are kind of sensitive, especially during the summertime, because they get itchy because he's allergic to grass. But yeah, he responds so much better to the Dremel. And if you also have any experiences with the Dremels working for you, please leave them in the comments down below. once again, Dremels may not be a fix-all for every single dog, but in my opinion and in my experience, they're just easier to use, and if the dog pulls their foot back while you're dremeling, it's not going to be as bad as if you're in the middle of like trimming the nails with the clippers where they're like caught in the clipper. That could really seriously hurt the dog. So Dremels are just safer when it comes to working with dogs who have sensitive feet either way. But yeah, so that is my take on Dremels for dremeling your dog's nails. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And also, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that, and it really means a lot to me. Now that it's getting to be summertime, I will be definitely posting more videos and just doing more dog content. During the winter time, it is harder to do content with my dog just because we live in town and it is Wisconsin, so it is very hard to do creative things when you live inside of the house all the time, especially since my house is smaller and most of the time there's at least one other person here, so I kind of always have to stay in my room to record, so I'm not bothering anyone else or they're not interrupting the video. But yes, I will see you in the next video, and thank you for watching. Bye!